We did not plan to have a kid in this house.
You do have to stay locked in to a certain degree. And
I've been uncomfortable, like extremely uncomfortable before as a kid.
all the offers are booming. Brands are coming in. Like, what if I just went all in? And I'm like, babe, give me some time. Like, I'm
like,
doing it. Like, I'm good. You know,
baby number 2.
Once you find your momentum, like it just starts to flow. You know.
What's the deal, family? Welcome back to another SOS podcast, the Sips of Success podcast. I am Cameron, and this is my beautiful wife, Erin. What's going on, babe?
What's up? We're back.
Another day, another dollar.
Yes. Need a few more dollars than one in a day, but you know, we'll take it. Another day, some more dollars.
And add some zeros behind it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay.
Okay, so what are we sipping on?
Same drink. Same drink as last week.
Same drink, same day, different episode.
Peachy Keen Bourbon Cooler.
Yeah, we're really trying to get these episodes out and be consistent.
Yes.
So he made enough for 2 episodes, which was nice. So if someone didn't see, what's in it? What is it called?
I said it. Peachy Keen.
Oh.
Bourbon
Did you
Cooler.
come up with that?
Woo.
Oh my gosh.
It's the Southern Peach Calypso, which is so not healthy.
Definitely came up with that. Cheers. Talking about the Peachy Keen.
And some bourbon. Uncle Nearest.
And some lemon.
And a little bit of lemon.
It kind of tastes like a sidecar.
I can see that a little bit. Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. This or that. Are you a check bag kind of guy or a carry-on kind of guy?
I like to check my bag, but ever since having a kid, those days seem to be over.
Well, if we're traveling with her, yes.
Yeah. Well, this year we've only traveled with her, so I guess that's where my mind was. If it's just us and depending on the trip, I want to just check my bag. Like I don't want to go down and to the.
You mean you want to just carry it on?
Carry it on my bag.
Okay.
I don't want to go get it from the belt.
Yeah.
What's that called?
The baggage claim.
Baggage claim. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for this, sis.
It depends because the thing that stresses me out about checking my luggage, about not checking and doing the carry-on, is that for one, I got to get everything miniature size. Like, I hate that because my toothpaste doesn't come in a travel size. So then I have to like vigorously use my toothpaste leading up to the trip that it can be less than 3.4 ounces or however much it is. So this is me eyeballing, hoping that I've used it.
Why did you eyeball like this?
Because
do it again,
babe. No. So that part stresses me out. And I prefer to just freely walk through the airport if I can. Although with my luggage, I like to sit like my purse or my carry-on bag on the luggage so I can just roll it. So I love that aspect of it. Also, if I'm alone, I hate putting it over the overhead. If you're not with me,
you haven't been alone in
don't like
20
that.
years.
Babe, I have traveled by myself before without you. A few times.
It's been a long time.
It's been
not
a while.
often enough for you to be like, oh my God.
But if a guy is like, do you need help with that? Yes, and do. My husband is not here. Please lift this heavy bag because it probably weighs 50 pounds and it's just a carry-on.
Yes, Aaron, bro. I'd be like, what did you put in here? A person?
The other thing that stresses me out about carrying on is I can't really go all in with the fits and stuff because I have to be very conscious about not overpacking unless it's like 2 days or something. Like I need a few different pairs of shoes. I need purses and stuff. Now, the thing about checking a bag is that you got to wait for it. You know, there's the likelihood of it getting lost. And your valuables, you still got to bring them on the plane with you. So your carry-on bag that you bringing is still kind of heavy. So
what is your answer? Like,
My answer is if it's a 3-day or less trip, especially in the summertime, I'm okay. I would prefer to carry it on.
Okay.
If it's any more than 3 days, I am not stressing myself out about
It
trying
depends
to
on what
fit
we're doing
everything
too.
into
It
a
depends on what the
check
trip
bag.
is.
Yeah.
Like if it's beachy or something like that,
Yeah, then
you better
then
carry
we can
your
do a carry on. Yeah.
But okay, got you.
Okay, so that's out. What are we talking
Well, it
about
sounds
today?
like you were very uncomfortable with making the decision whether or not you wanted to take a carry on or check your bag.
Yeah, well, I'm good now.
Okay, well, anyway, speaking of the comfortables,
Discomfort, babe.
discomfort.
Yes.
That's why she went to school. Okay, I did
Lord
too.
have mercy.
I just,
You
I
did
made-
not study communications.
I made my way through.
Oh my God.
That's all that matter. So on the last pod, we talked about, the woman making more than her man, potentially dating, or just the woman making more than the man she's interested in, or whatever, right? Well, the life we currently live in is that my wife makes a hell of a lot of more money than I do. Yeah.
Yeah, but we make it together. Like it's our
Hey,
business.
let me have the goodness.
I'm just saying, like, everybody knows that now.
Sure.
I'm just the face of the brand.
Really, I'm saying this is not. It's not about me and her again. It's not about her making money and I don't. No, or whatever. But no, seriously, we got this business and it does great, and we got comfortable, and we know that.
Yeah.
So today
what do you think made us comfortable, and when do you think we got comfortable?
When I first brought it up, like 3 years ago.
Okay, so what do you think contributed to that?
I think you get comfortable because we were no longer in the position of feeling the need to get somewhere. To be quite honest, right out of college, we did really good. Well, right out of college, I did really good.
Did really good. My little journey with some jobs were paying pennies.
But I was only about a year, and within a year, like you were doing really good.
I tripled
right?
my salary. Yeah.
Yeah. So from a fairness, I guess, point of view, there was never like that beginning struggle, but we do come from a place where we worked hard in school to get to that place to make that type of money because we know what it was like not to, I'm gonna say, have the things that we just wanted, right?
Yeah.
And we both have always been people who we want what we want, and we got to a place where we can get those things from a, I guess, surface level.
Yeah.
But what we didn't account for, in my opinion, is when I first brought it up, was those things increase. Like your exposure makes you want different things. Like we got the things that we worked for,
and then you start wanting different things.
But those things weren't even, like, now it's just like, what was that?
Yeah.
Like, and you only know what you know. But like I said, I think the comfort came in, like we got those things. And even though like there was still a grind, the grind wasn't the same as when we didn't have anything.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like when we had something, it was like, all right, cool. But then we didn't account for the fact that once we got those things, there were going to be more things.
Exactly. It's like we want a house and we want
a
nice car and we want.
For example, like this is the house we're currently in. We built this 5 years ago. Almost 5 years ago, and we literally said before we even started the build on this, before the hole was even done, we were like, we only want to be in this house for 5 years. Like this is our beginner home, blah blah blah. And y'all, this is year 5 coming up.
Yeah, this is year 5.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
right now I don't know. But you become an adult, you have to make responsible decisions. As of right now, we are not getting another house.
Yeah.
Just from being smart, we have a kid now. We didn't account the fact that we might have a kid. Well, I'll put you this way: we did not plan to have a kid in this house. So, like, all those things come into play.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like based on what I was talking about, like the last episode. That's the thing where I'm saying, like, when you get married or when you're in a relationship with people. Like when things come up, because they are going to come up, how do you, I guess, address them?
Yeah.
And these are not any anything bad. It's just like these things were bound to happen. We were bound to have kids. And there was an adjustment period. Honestly, there's still an adjustment, period. But like it's nothing bad about it. Like no one's like no harm, no foul, but it's more so like, all right, we're in it now.
Yeah.
We didn't know how to have a game plan for that because we had never experienced it before. Exactly. But now that we're experiencing, now we have to switch up a game plan. Things have to shift.
Yeah. I think to me the biggest thing is like deeply rooting why you want the things that you want. You know what I mean? Like making it have more purpose than just wanting them.
Yeah.
Because for us, like I do think there's a balance between like, yes, we worked really hard. We got this house. We got to travel a lot. We got to like really enjoy life. And I do think that it's worth pausing and just like enjoying that because those are the fruits of our labor and we deserve to like enjoy them. And sometimes you're not going to always be in a season of like chasing and going after it and like, just being just vigorous towards success or like toward the next thing. Like you just want to.
Some people are.
Yes, some people are. But like I do think that for a lot of people it comes in waves and it's seasonal and like there are moments where you do need to lock in. Yeah. And like there is some level of like you do have to stay locked in to a certain degree in order to maintain where you are.
Or what you got.
Yeah, what you have. And so now I think for us though, we didn't let things grow as much as they could have before we started letting up, Yeah. Like we kind of let up a little too early. And now over the last year, like, we had River and you came on full time and we got a new car and like our expenses. We
got multiple new cars.
Yes, we got 2 new cars and like our expenses like really exploded, but we were kind of easing up on like our momentum with the business. And I think we both kind of like looked at each other like, okay, like what are we doing? Like something's gotta get moving and shaking, and it's a really real thing to have. And I think the thing that separates like successful people from people who just, I don't know, kind of stay stuck in their ways is like the bounce back and just knowing how to.
I don't want to say we ain't hitting no rock bottom or nothing. When you say bounce back,
no, we're not like at rock bottom, guys. We're not like broke or anything, but I'm just saying like, no, we're ready to go to the next level. Yeah. So now, to some extent, we have reached a new level of discomfort, and that now is kind of shaking things up for us to like regain our momentum. Yeah. And sometimes you need that like external thing to like push you into action. Yeah. And I don't think we've ever talked about this, but I don't want to get in the habit of like, okay, we're good now. Whew. Well, like let's chill. Like there has, to me, from our experience, I now know like what the baseline needs to be in terms of like effort. Yeah. Because to some extent, like you start seeing money just rolling in, you're like, all the offers are booming, brands are coming in, like things are just moving and shaking. And then you kind of take that for granted. And I think it's very easy to like.
Well, in your case, you got pregnant.
Yeah. And then I got pregnant and it was just very difficult for me to like
no energy
do anything. Yeah. And on top of that, it's like I don't want to be doing as much as I was doing non-pregnant as I while I'm pregnant. Like you shouldn't have to be. Yeah, and I feel like if we had really set ourselves up for that and like we planned the pregnancy.
But that was the thing.
It wasn't planned. Yeah. Then we could have had maybe a little bit more control over that. But I honestly think now we needed River to like push us, and now it's like we have this baby and she just depends on us. And we're creating her world right now.
But the best way I can put it too is like this new normal now feels like the old normal. Yeah. Not like in a bad way. But it's like, this is just our life now. Yeah. So like life before was just our life then. And now it's not. It doesn't feel. It's not new and fresh anymore. Like it's like, all right, cool, like great, we did good.
And
now
it's like we
time.
have something to work toward.
Yeah, you know.
Again.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's not. It's now a new starting line. Like we did get to, I guess, have fun, and we're still having fun. I guess you want to say, but for sake of analogy or whatever. But like, I don't even know how to express that. But we get to a point where you like you said, all these things are coming in. You're like, oh, that's great. You know what I'm saying? But then you get to a point where it's still coming in, but then it doesn't feel the same as it once did. So now it's like, oh no, it's like the chase.
Yeah,
the chase needs to come back. Like the grind, the desire for more needs to come back.
Exactly.
And now it literally looks different. And Aaron always would be like, well, I don't know. When I was working at my parents' den, I had something to get out of. Like I was working to get out of that. Yeah. Right. And she kept saying, I need something to kind of like, I guess, take me back to that thought. Again, yeah. And I'm like, hey, I don't know what it is for me. I just want to keep going. Yeah. But again, like even from whoever watches this pod or listens to it, we typically agree on everything, but we are also so different. Like me, I can go all day. Aaron is like, man, I'm about to chill, relax. I don't care what you're talking about. Such and such can wait. I'm like, all right,
it
cool.
depends. Like if I'm not feeling like inspired, then yes.
Yeah, but for me, it's just like I don't really care whether I'm inspired or not.
Yeah, you're just like I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm good to go. And it's something also too that I had to like tone my energy down on, not like overextend my power, I guess. Yeah, and let her kind of be and find her flow. But all that to say, like what it looks like now is like we're parents. We want to get out, like we want a bigger space, and the space is,
yeah, we can live
here forever.
Yeah.
But like we have arrived at now wanting more than just our immediate family, because obviously we've created the family that we have now, but we're ready to take the reins in our extended families to be able to have a space for them to come and just fellowship with us for whatever reason, like both sides. Like we want that space to kind of for everybody to come to, like that go to. You know how you got that aunt and uncle house that you always go to.
It's like where the cookout. Where the cookout is.
Right. At. For one, I'm like 99.9% sure on both sides. We're probably that next up in line. But also, too, to kind of keep things connected. It's been so easy for everybody to be dispersed and kind of go do their own things, where we're like, nah, like, we need to go back to how it once was, like, trying to get... And if you don't have a space for that, how can we...
Yeah, how can we do that?
Do that. Yeah. So
wait, I gotta go get this potato.
And she's back. All right, what'd I say? She kept repeating it.
The space for that. How can we do that without the space?
You did that in less than 1 minute. All right. It's just like having a space and creating... space for not just our little family, but like for everybody. Yeah. So that purpose, that goal has never changed, but now I feel like we're just finally hit the point where we're ready to enter that space. Yeah. I agree. And I did think it took getting to a place. It took getting pregnant and kind of just like bathing in the pregnancy, like no pressure, like it was such a blessing to me that we didn't have to do too much last year. Like, yeah. And last year was our worst year financially. Yeah. Just because we weren't doing much work. Yeah. And I was fresh out of working, so like,
But I'm at a point. Yeah, I'm at a point now though where I'm like, what if I just went all in? Like then what? What would happen?
We're about to see.
And like I feel like we are starting to see. Yeah. Like things are just starting to kind of just pop up. And I don't know. I just know that there's so much more for us, and we just gotta like tap in and get it.
But
so
I don't even know. I honestly don't even know where we're going on this. But I don't know. I think more people than not enter this space, no matter where you are in life. I feel like sometimes if you don't have somebody to talk about it with or to, just being able to maybe write it down and like, all right, I was here, I got to this point, now what?
Yeah.
Like kind of putting it out there, like
Yeah.
being aware, not
I-
just kind of like oblivious to like you are like simply just enjoying your fruit of your labor,
Exactly.
and that's fine too.
I think we should read Good to Great together.
What is that? I don't think I heard of that one.
It's
Is that a self-help book?
yeah, it's a book. It's a book. I was trying to get the author's name. It's by Jim Collins. But anyway, one of like the famous quotes is from the book is good is the enemy of great. Because like when you do good, you almost never like put in enough effort to like hit the greatness, you know?
Yeah.
Like there's like separators that make you great.
Yeah.
And most people just aren't willing to put in that extra little bit of effort to like take you there.
I feel like too, like being able to not only be aware but address the fact that when you get to good, you had way worse. Like you don't even you good is kind of like good feels great.
Yeah.
Like that's the other thing too, is kind of like being okay with the fact like, oh man, you know, I came a long way. And then most of us do.
Yeah.
Especially in our community. Like I think it's really as simple as that. Most of us come a long way and you think that you're great. But it's more. It is more. And I think that's what we've learned. Like, you know?
Yeah. And I think too, it's a matter of if you want more. You know, some people don't want more. And that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, some people are cool with like living a good, stable life. And I actually did a reel about this because Emma Grede, she had said on a podcast that she doesn't think it's possible for someone asked her, could you be number one and have your weekends and your evenings? And she was like, no. And if someone says that they can, I'll show you a liar. And so I think that, you know, when it comes to being number one or like being the greatest in your field, like there is a level of sacrifice that you end up making in order to like hit greatness. And like whatever that gets you in life, like if you don't want that, then like you don't have to sacrifice for that. You know what I mean? Like you can still live a good, successful life without sacrificing your time or your, you know, family time or whatever it is that you're kind of putting on the line as a sacrifice. You don't have to do that. But I think it all boils down to us just kind of knowing what we want and being honest with ourselves about that, you know? Like Emma, she's like, I don't make every single recital or I don't make every single school pickup. Like I'm not that mom. Like I can't, I'm building something that's gonna surpass what I think that is worth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like you do have to have those moments though, because when it comes to like building something, there's always gonna be some type of trade-off.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I always relate that to like people like Bron. He's been playing in the league for what, 22 years?
Exactly.
He's missed a lot. And he says that, but he also gives a lot of praise to his wife, right? But he knows like I missed a lot. And probably to that point of Emma Grede, and what she's saying is like he's had a bigger meaning behind what he's done that he thinks will outstretch what he missed.
Exactly.
But I think it's even like what I even said last time too. It's kind of like your kids still might feel some type of way. Like at the end of the day, they still want dad present. They still want mom present.
But it's also like, well, go ahead.
I was just gonna say like when they become, I guess, of age and they're in that time too, they'll come back around. They'll reel themselves in because they'll start to realize like, oh, I see why dad did that. I see why mom did that. Right.
Yeah.
But also the time that you do have to make that relationship and keep the relationship strong with your kids, I feel like that's the key.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the time you have to really hone in on that. Like coming home and then you're still not present.
Yeah.
Like that's really when it hurts.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
I agree.
Do you think you'll pick up the kids?
I would like to.
I'm pretty sure that'll be me.
But I think that's more of a you job. First of all, I don't even drive. I mean, I can drive, but
she probably drives once or twice a month.
I think it depends on the time. Like I would want to do one or the other. Like, I would either want to do the drop off or the pickup. Like, I don't think I would want to miss that
I just
whole
don't
part
think,
of life
like,
because that is such like a core part of like growing up.
I think that you will do the drop off for every first day of school or something like that. But I don't really think that you're dropping off or picking up. Like, that's not you. You don't get up in the morning to do that. Like, you don't,
But
you have
with
a whole
kids, like,
process.
you would have to get up and like get them ready, make them breakfast. Like,
you may get up and make breakfast, but you're not getting up and getting yourself ready to get out of the house. Like,
babe, you don't know that.
You haven't done that once in these
Babe, well, we don't have to take our kids to school.
It don't matter if what we got going on.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say.
What's that?
I was gonna say that you can try to be like the best parent in the world. Like, you can be so present, and then your kid can say, "Oh, my mom didn't have any ambitions outside of being a mom." You know, like,
right,
my mom was just a mom. Like, and if that's all you're like, if you're okay with that, then like, cool. But it's like, maybe your kid was like, had an entrepreneurial spirit and like wanted to see their mom being a boss, you know? Or on the flip side, it's like, my mom is such a boss, but like, I wish she could like be home for dinner in time every night.
Either
you know
way,
what I'm
you
saying?
can.
Like, you just don't know. So that's why I think it's still important to have some sense of like self and identity outside of just, not just being a mom, but like outside of being a mother, because at the end of the day, like, I think children are adults for a lot longer than their kids, they will have. Then you can start having those conversations, and their perspective broadens, and all of these things start to happen.
Even to that point, I'm honestly, like, even though they're not adults, they're teens. Speaking for myself, paying attention to what I pay attention to in the household, like, you grow up way faster than some other people.
Yeah.
And I'll keep it at that. Like, you can grow up quicker than you may want to, or even that your parents may want you to. But like, you are also left with no choice sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how, like you said, your parent may not have like the ambition or the go getter mentality or whatever. They're just kind of like, we do what we do, like, maintain. And then you're like, I'm not comfortable. Like, you, and that's kind of what I mean. Like, I've been in a place where I've been uncomfortable, like extremely uncomfortable before as a kid. And something I always express to Aaron is like, girls and boys, like sons and daughters, are two different situations. And like, Aaron is kind of like, she knows I have her. She knows she knows her parents got her. Like, she's got that. Like, no matter what, it's like, oh yeah, like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Me, I don't nobody got me. I got me. Like, I like to move on my own stride. I like to move on my own step. I like to make things shake when I want them to shake. And that's why things to me felt uncomfortable way quicker than how they felt for Aaron, basically.
Yeah. And I'm like, babe, give me some time. Like, I'm
like,
I'm doing it. Like, I'm good. You know, I need to take things one step at a time. He's like, we can take 10 steps at once, Aaron. And I'm like, babe, no, I can't.
I'm like, yes, you can. But it's just like, you know, it's also that. Like, even what you said, I felt like was perfect. You know, either way, whether the parents are there or they're not, whether they make a lot of money or they're just mom or dad.
Yeah, it's like, it can always be something.
It can always kind of burn you in the back.
Yeah.
Or stab you in the back. Either way it goes.
Like, it's not going to be perfect.
Yeah, I think, but also too, that's why I always talk about being just ultra aware of yourself. Not who you have, not who you come from, just like, who am I? Me, I feel like unfortunately or fortunately that I had to learn that earlier than I would have liked to. But, you know, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's kind of, you get what you get.
Mm-hmm.
And it's either you soak in that or you make something happen.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I think that's what it comes down to for me when it comes to like being uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. But now this is a different type of uncomfortable. Now this is like
this is a comfier uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm comfy, but I'm not. Like, exactly. You know, it's kind of like, all right, we cool, but like, nah, I have a daughter now. Yeah. Like, oh no, yeah.
Because I think the difference is that these were necessities. These were needs at one point.
Yeah.
Now what we are achieving for are more so wants, because we pretty much have everything we need already, you know? So it puts a different level of like urgency on on the pursuit of it, because it's like, well, we have a house, like we can have people over,
Yeah.
it's not in the exact way that we probably envision.
Right.
We have cars. Are they the cars we want?
Well,
we like,
yeah.
well, yeah. But like we have cars, but it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like a different, it's a little bit different still, but I feel like now we've got that fire, especially with having a baby. So
Yeah. But also too, always like you said something earlier too, like being okay with knowing what you want, not allowing anyone to interfere with that. It comes down to a lot of times what it is you want out of life.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on who you're talking to or whatever, they may say like, I'm cool. I'm in the hood. I'm good. I got a roof over my head. I can go to the grocery store and get some food. I'm cool over here.
Yeah.
And that might be fine.
Right.
That ain't fine for everybody.
But then I'm like, well, when am I gonna yacht in the south of France? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I just want like 8-car garage.
When am I going to take a private jet to, my house in Malibu? You know what I'm saying? Like, when am I gonna call the private chef to come fix me
or every day?
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, things have to get done.
See what I'm working with here?
So,
I just want more cars.
Yeah.
But no, seriousness though, like it really is for us. Those things we do want, but it really is for the greater good of like not just our immediate family, but everyone else around us, even our friends, like who are in our like close circle, like people to just be impacted and feel good on like, not only on their own journeys, but in our journey as a community and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I think it boils down to that. Like how are we getting to those spaces to where us and then the people around us can all go in a similar direction.
Yeah.
And it feel good together.
For sure. Would you still be open to like going somewhere for like a month or do you think that that's like off the table with River?
No, I thought we said we were.
Okay, great. But like when would we do something like that?
She has to be like walk.
Yeah, she definitely needs to be walking.
I tell you what, you won't be baby number 2.
Yeah, she needs some level of independence.
Yeah,
like she can walk, she can say more.
But it's like too, like that's the other part, like part of sacrifice. It's like, I don't know when you are gonna want the second baby.
Right.
Shoot, I don't even know if it's gonna be a surprise again. Like,
oof, Lord.
So there's that.
Yeah.
But I'm open to it for sure.
Okay.
But also, I just want to, again, like, that's getting to a space, like, because now when we were thinking about that, we were in the other space. Now we're in the parent space.
You know what would be sweet if we were, like, building our other house and we don't really want to sell this house. But, like, if in the case that maybe we sold this house and, like, we had a little interim, like, we go live in, like, a couple other places.
While the house is getting built? So you want to build a house, too?
Well, no, not really.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, you know.
Well, maybe if the house is like, we find a house and it's like 70% finished and we're still kind of waiting for the final touches to be put on it. Because I want a new house again. I just don't necessarily want to start from the ground up. Again. Yeah.
Because that's going to be another, depending on.
It could be like another 2 years. Yeah. Like, no, I'm not trying to do that. So.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, this is going on a tangent.
Yeah. The point of all of this is like you always get new normals.
Yeah. And for me, the point that I want to make is that once you find your momentum, like it just starts to flow, you know? And that's the thing, is like just finding the rhythm and then like really leaning into it once you find it, because once you get going, it's so much easier to go faster and faster and faster.
Yeah.
But once you stop, it's just so hard to just go, period.
Yeah.
And you're thinking about like how much further you could have been if you didn't stop.
Right.
So that also makes you go slower because you're thinking like, ugh, I wish I had just not stopped. You know? So.
Well, there ain't no more stopping. I can tell you that much.
No more stopping.
Or like slow burning.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Well.
All right, we'll see you on the next one. If you rock with me, then you rock with us. Y'all be easy.